Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more Banished Colonial Charter in New Cardiff. Happy Monday to all of you. And I want to address a couple of comments that I saw coming my way from last week. A couple suggestions, a couple things that I had missed. Easy one to start with is water. Remember how I was saying for the, the tannery? How the heck do you get water? You can't use the well. Well, what I forgot about are the water towers, and I have been looking for something like that before, but I didn't realize they were under food. We had found those before. If we wanted to place a water tower, I do think that could solve some of our problems. Question, of course, is what to get. You could get just a simple windmill pump. Could get a water tower, looks kind of like a giant open, barrel of water. Sure, okay, fine. Or just go for the city water tank, which looks a little bit more industrial and therefore cool. We're going to go ahead and place one of these right over here. We'll build that up. That should give us some access to water. Now, I can't recall if the tannery can just get water directly from them or if I have to make canteens first of water. It doesn't say canteen of water, but that may just sort of be a base requirement anyway. So one thing we also should consider doing is expanding our metal mining operations to get tin, copper, all sorts of other stuff, and we'll start refining it into canteens and stuff like that. So that maybe we can just make use of this tannery. Not that we necessarily need it, but it would be kind of cool to add in another industry, so I think we're going to go ahead and do that. And to that extent, this area over here is actually about perfect to be placing some metal mines and stuff like that. We can kind of make this just a base industrial area. I may eventually have to get rid of the sunflower farm and move it somewhere else, but I mean, for now, that wouldn't be so bad. I'm going to have to get rid of the stockpile, though, in order for that to work. So let's go ahead and remove this structure. They're going to have to empty it out of resources, place them somewhere else, probably over here, and that will be fine. I'm also thinking about expanding out here a little bit pretty soon. We got a marketplace, kind of laid down the groundwork for some more neighborhoods and stuff. Just kind of get a basic grid pattern going and stuff like that. Eventually we'll want to move out here, maybe not right away. But we could make this kind of more of a crafting artisan area, whereas this one's a bit more resource gathering and industrial kind of an area. You know, we could do stuff like that if we wanted to. That wouldn't be so bad. Another thing that had been suggested and I didn't realize or think about was the butchery for deer. I did say before that a deer butcher would increase my food production by getting me some venison cuts, and I didn't think that was really worth it. Well, there's a couple things I forgot about that. One, it's not just venison cuts, it's also sausages, which, is a little bit of extra food if you want. Okay, cool. You could do that. The other byproduct, though, of a deer butcher that could be useful to me is tallow. I completely forgot about tallow. Tallow is something we could use to make candles instead of the beeswax. So that's actually not a half bad idea, and I do think we want to place a deer butcher and experiment with that a little bit. I'm thinking about placing it kind of back here. You can almost kind of fit it back there. Not quite, though. Let's see. Butcher, deer, something kind of like this, but there's just one single tile that's just giving me a little bit of grief. So we might use the flatten tile, or a flatten power tool, to just kind of force that to be a little bit bigger. There we go. It doesn't look too unnatural, right? Should be fine, yeah? I mean, hey, we can dump a little bit of dirt down here and say that that's fine. Why not? That's not cheating at all. Deer Butcher, I'm going to place you down there. Oh, good, it even comes with little bloodstains. Preemptively, before we've killed anything. Yay! Alright, sure, why not? So yeah, let's go ahead and clear this stuff out. We'll try getting some tallow. Let's see how much tallow we get out of our venison. Maybe we can make some good candles and stuff out of that. We don't even need the apiaries at that point. We'll see what the water tower is able to do for us. We might need to get some canteens going, and if that's the case, once this thing is cleared out, we'll be able to start placing some tin and copper mine shafts. Not that you need copper to make tins and stuff, obviously, but I'd like to see what it looks like anyway. Trader has arrived. What do we got? Full livery. I don't need more clothes. Thank you, though. Get out of here. I also decided to go ahead and start removing some of the roads down here. You can't really see it in the snow, but I got rid of some of the brick. And the reason is, I'm going to go ahead and add in a new trader. I did see a comment about this as well, saying why not just go ahead and get a farm supplier or a livestock trader or whatever. And I don't think there's any downside to getting more traders. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll place one here. The road was kind of getting in the way previously. Move you out of the way kind of like this. There we go. Yeah, why not? Let's just place a farm supplier next to the trading post. We'll have a couple places for merchants to come by. That might increase my odds of getting the stuff that I'm looking for. Alright, we've successfully cleared this area out. We're going for major infrastructure upgrades today, aren't we? Let's go for resource gathering, mines, and if we want to go for, let's say, a copper ore mine shaft, looks kind of like this. We can fit it just perfectly right in here, which I think is excellent. So let's go ahead and place you there. The other one we want is a tin ore mine shaft, which is a very different shape. Now, how best to place this? Where can I fit you? Right here, actually. Yeah, that's not so bad. Alright, we're going to place a tin ore mine shaft right over here. And that should leave enough space to hopefully put in some extra features, houses, whatever the heck else we need. But this is going to become one giant industrial mining area. We're going to strip mine the crap out of New Cardiff. We'll start transitioning more and more stuff over to a new district. This will also give me a good area for expansion, get some more farms, get some more houses, whatever I need. There's a fair bit of flat land over in this direction. One other thing that we could do that would just look good would actually be to start placing a lot of farms kind of in the valleys and stuff like that. It's not very space efficient, kind of difficult to do, but it actually starts to look really cool once you clear out the trees and you just have farms kind of dotting the landscape in between the mountain ranges. Pretty cool if you ask me, but we'll see. We'll see how we feel about that when the time comes. Alright, yep, more bloodstains, excellent. It's part of the construction process. The builder has to cut themselves and bleed all over the place in order for it to be finished. Otherwise, it just gets listed as an incomplete building. That's how it works, right? Okay, Deer Butcher. So this produces venison cuts, sausages, and tallow. I don't think you have to select anything in particular, you just get all three. So let's go ahead and assign a butcher. Set up one of our laborers, and let's see what we get. Gather up some venison, please. Any day now. There we go. 100 venison to start off. Alright. Sure. What's the conversion rate? 90. Okay, so now we're down to 10 venison spent to get, so far, some tallow. Oh, interesting. Okay. So it's not that venison automatically becomes, let's say, 13 venison cuts, 5 sausages, and 6 tallow. It's kind of one of the 3, apparently. And right now, we're just getting a lot of tallow. 13 sausages there for 10 venison. Okay. Then 13 venison cuts for 10 venison as well. So it looks like 6 tallow, 13 sausages, or 13 venison cuts per 10 venison, and it looks to be relatively random as to which one you get. Unless it follows a very specific order. Maybe he gathers up 100 venison, and you're guaranteed to get 12 tallow, 13 sausages, and... well, no, maybe I have no idea what I'm talking about. Yeah, it might just be random. In which case, what we're actually doing is... well, as long as it's a relatively even distribution, let's see what we get by the end of 100 venison. I think we might be losing food and getting tallow, but... yeah, okay. Okay. So, we're getting, like, what? 75-ish? Wait, no. 65-ish? Food in exchange for 100. Yeah, so we're losing food by doing this. What we're basically doing with a butcher is we're converting food into tallow. Is that a good deal? I don't know, but we have kind of a glut of venison, so I don't mind that conversion rate for the time being. It's not like it's doing much for me anyway. We'll give it a shot. Hey, we finished up our mines already. That was pretty darn quick. Not bad. Well done, boys. Let's go ahead and start converting some houses over here to stone. I'd like to go ahead and start doing that. So, we have our copper mines, copper ore, and if we have furnace fuel, we can turn it directly into copper. I don't know if there's any reason not to do this. We do want to get a metalsmith and test that stuff out. Tin ore, we can turn it directly into tin if we have the furnace fuel, which we do. Let's see, if we wanted to do some metal smithing, let's see, we need to go to refined materials and metalsmith. We could almost fit you here. Almost, if it weren't for the frickin' farm. Just ever so slightly off. Boo! Don't have space for it anywhere. No! We'll wait a season, and we'll gather up some more sunflowers, but I think we may want to get rid of this farm. It's taking up a lot of valuable space. We don't need the lamp oil, we don't need the seed oil, we don't need the food. We could afford to get rid of it and just move it somewhere else later. Alright, so it looks like we do just straight up produce water here. You need to have a... is this a trader? Really? No, sorry, vendor. You'd have a vendor to operate this. Really? That's interesting. Huh. Okay, so you're just going to gather water from some unnamed source? It counts as food? That can't be true. Let's see if we can get anyone to work it. Well, we just got mushrooms randomly. I guess they were growing inside of the water tank. Wait, no, why are you saying... okay, it's moving my people over to vendors for the central market. I'm going to reduce this down to 3 for now. And we'll put one more on this. I want to see what happens. It may be that they can't gather any water unless we have tins, canteens, something. I'm willing to guess that that's how it works. But I want to see for sure. I see someone working it with a hoe. That makes sense. And it's at capacity because, gosh dang it, 12,000 food. I want to see what happens. Gosh dang it. I'm willing to bet that we're going to need to get some water going, canteens and stuff like that. And if that is the case, then I think we should go ahead and start getting some more miners going. Would like to get a couple in the copper ore as well. I think most of them are going to the coal mine, though. Let's reduce this down to 5. There we go. That should spread them out a little bit more. So now we'll start getting some tin ore. Now, I think we might as well just use up our furnace fuel and start turning it directly into the bars, the ingots. We're going to need that eventually anyway, right? I don't see any reason why not. Can we fit some brick roads around in here? Oh, totally. You can fit brick roads right through this for some reason. Why does it have to have such a large footprint, then? Nobody knows, but it does. Okay. We'll do something kind of like this, I guess. Don't think there's enough space to fit a house in here. Barely not. Would like to get more houses in this area, but we'll have to wait for the time being. Furnace fuel has been delivered. Are we going to produce some tin? Well, looks like a lot of people are dying from rocks and stuff. It's to be expected. Rocks are treacherous, don't you know? Yeah, it's once again saying we're getting capped out on water, even though I know we haven't produced anything. So yeah, this is worthless to us right now. The city water tank does nothing. Until we get some canteens going. Which makes sense, you have to have something to put the water in, right? So there you go. Alright, trader, for you, I guess we could just place some more coal. How much coal do we have here? 4,000? Let's change this over to 2,000 for now, and I'm going to put 2,000 over here, and we can move stuff around as needed. There you go. Let's see. Let's not work this for now and have someone transfer resources around. I don't need to see any reason to get a lot of extra traders. Yeah, that should be fine. Alright, 11 laborers currently. What should we do? We could continue mining. That's certainly an option. We are producing some tin. Okay. Yeah, so by the end of this year, we'll go ahead and get rid of this crop field and make way for some metalsmiths and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and start using our laborers to clear this area out a little bit. I can't really see very well, but I want to place a stockpile next to this market. So if I go here, stockpiles, regular one. I did place some roads here just for my reference. Let's see. I could place a really big stockpile. Yeah. Let's see. Roads right there. So something like this. It's 12 wide, I know that. We could do something kind of like this, a 4x12 stockpile. And for now, we're going to go ahead and do that. And that will allow us to clear the area out so that when we decide to start chopping down some trees, gathering stone and stuff like that, they don't have to walk quite as far. Should be fine. Alright, anything we want to build out here on the quay? Let's take a look at building out more of the lake town. Let's see here. Town services, more homes, certainly. There's a dock small markets, which, yeah, won't do a whole lot for me. Dock trading post. I could place another one out here on the lake. Don't see a reason to do that right now. Dock markets. Oh, as opposed to the small market, a bigger one. With a surprisingly large radius, honestly. How's this compare to the big market? A little bit smaller, but not by a lot. Dock markets, pretty darn effective. Placing one right out here in the lake town isn't necessarily a terrible idea, eventually. Maybe not right now, though. Let's see, a water shrine if we want to have a tiny church. Small school would certainly be an option. How are we doing as far as our students? We're getting kind of close to capped out. It actually wouldn't be a bad idea to have another school. And this is kind of a small option. It's decrepit. Looks like they'll be living in squalor here, but I mean, yeah, we could place a tiny little school over here. The doors kind of line up here, so I feel like it's supposed to be this way. You know what? Let's place a school. There's also the herb grower, the herb mender, and other services. Let's see. Storage, fuel storage, wood storage, dock wood finder, rice wine still, dock workshop to do what? Simple items, clothing, rough tools, and rope. Scavenger fishery, chicken breeder, reed farm, rice planter, driftwood scavenger. I don't know how much else we really want here right now. You can place rails? Oh, cool. You can literally just place some rails along the side of the quay so people wouldn't fall over. You know, the stuff that the Death Star never had. Handrails. Alright, we got our charcoal. Not really. We got 5 charcoal here for some reason. What the heck? What is this guy doing? Alright, we need to get another trader for now. Hang on. Another trader. We only ever need to have 1. You will work again. Only ever need to have 1. Are you gonna... There we go. Let's do a little reset. Okay, in comes some charcoal. Thank you. So some laborers are coming out here. Hey, look, blueberries! Now, I'm kind of questioning whether or not I do want to make this mostly an artisan area, or because of the wide open space, do I want to make it more farm-related? I wouldn't mind placing some farms down here or something. It would look kind of quaint, wouldn't it? And then more industrial stuff toward the shoreline? Possibly. Possibly. Wouldn't be so bad. Did we ever finish upgrading the houses over here? Yes, we did. Okay, good. Getting capped out on herbs, are we? Grow some more kush. Did we ever place a bridge across the creek? We didn't. Should we do that? Place a little bridge across the creek, give people easy access across here? Doesn't serve any immediate purpose, but it would look cool, which is all I need. It's the only rationale that I need here. Wooden bridge, stone and wood bridge. I'm just gonna go for a simple wooden bridge. You don't need to make it complicated. There you go. Okay, good. I did say that we wanted to produce more ale, but the seeds still haven't come by. Waiting for somebody to deliver something useful to me. But now that we have a farm supplier, who knows? We might get it eventually. How are we doing as far as the tin? We produced 18 tin. It's pretty slow going so far. How are we doing on furnace fuel? 610 right now somewhere. Seems like plenty. I don't think I'm too worried about it. Coke fuel, we're capped down on materials, aren't we? Are we? No, we're not. Oh. Wait. Why are you acting as if we can't make any... Oh, it's going to be because of this, isn't it? Yep, fuel limit. 2,500. Not because I need more logs and firewood per se. In fact, I actually could just totally get rid of this and that wouldn't be such a bad thing. But I want to keep making coke, keep making furnace fuel, stuff like that. Alright. And merchant has arrived. One of the farm supplier today. What do we got? Lots of options. Holy freaking crud. Alright, beans, sugarcane. I don't know why you would ever want to get 2 of these, but sure. Soybeans, olives, plum, cucumber, walnut, rye, red mulberry. Now, if we went for walnuts and stuff, we could actually start growing orchards. We haven't done that yet. Plums, same thing. I like plums. Cucumbers are pretty good. Olives, I imagine, counts as food, and you could probably make it into a form of oil. Yep, olives. Not as effective as the sunflower, though. But it's there. Same with soybeans, actually. Soybean oil. Chili oil. I didn't even notice that before. Huh. Which one could we want? Well, let's see. Not all of our charcoal has arrived yet, but right now we already have 3,000 value. I could afford to get the cucumbers and the walnuts. I'm looking at rye, though, and thinking that could be used to probably make a form of bread. Which also could be kind of fun. Have a bakery. We haven't done that yet, either. Oh, gosh, there's so many options. I want to save up some charcoal for the livestock, but... yeah. Do we not have any more charcoal? Is it all in here? Oh, we don't have enough charcoal. Make more charcoal. Okay, here's what I'm going to do then. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to pin you. We're going to buy stuff. More stuff. Hey, look, a second trader has arrived. This is one of the things. I don't think there's any downside to having multiple traders. You just get more per year. Who's this going to be? Oats. And lettuce. Okay. Well, I wouldn't mind getting the oats. Could be fun. Let's see. Now, you don't want my venison. We have some herbs and stuff, but you will accept my charcoal, yeah? Totally. Oh, gosh. Oats, huh? Lettuce is cheaper, but I don't think we care as much about lettuce. Oats could be kind of fun. So we want one of those. And if I gave you 1333, that would be about right. We need one extra. All right, rounding down, of course. Overpaying by only 2 units. You know, the other alternative, of course, is to just not overpay and do something like this. Actually, what if I... There you go. Did this and a single herb. Where's the herbs? There they are. Doop. Could do that. Get our oat seeds. Trade. Do we care about lettuce? Nah. Go ahead and make way. Hopefully the other guy comes by with livestock. Get out of here. Thank you for the oats. All right. Yeah, we're going to keep you here for a little bit. As we get more charcoal and stuff, maybe I can get some walnuts and rye and cucumbers and plums and olives and all sorts of cool stuff. I'm just going to keep you here indefinitely. That's not cruel at all, right? Absolutely not. So, we did say we wanted to get rid of this now, because we're going into the next season. Let's get rid of the farm. Okay. It served us well, but no longer. Let's go to refined materials. We want to get a metal smith. I can fit one right in here. Is there anywhere else that'd be more space efficient, though? What if I placed you here? Ooh. We could fit a house in between them if I do this. Sure. Metalsmith goes there. How many builders do we need? A couple more. Okay. Why is somebody unemployed? What are you supposed to be? A farmer. Oh, right. We got rid of the farm. Of course. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Yes. Is there anywhere I can place a farm? I could place farms up here, I suppose. I actually kind of regret getting rid of so much of this mountain. It looks dumb. It really does. Well, we did get this just now. I mean, I could place farms up here. Look how much space there is. This is actually another good spot for another section of town. Could I fit a farm up here somewhere? Maybe. It's not exactly the most efficient, but I think it would look kind of good. Let's see. Crop field. Do an 11 by 11. That was the right size, right? 11 by 11? I think so. Yeah, there we go. 11 by 11's not huge. Maybe we could make this work. Yeah, you can fit a crop right here. Done. We'll get our sunflowers, some oats and stuff like that. We're going to start getting some farming areas. Sure. The heck, why not? Can I fit a farm in here? Yes, totally can. Oh, it's perfect. Let's start chopping down some trees. I want to clear this area out and see what I'm working with. Clear out the trees. Get rid of them all. Need a new builder. So we still haven't expanded anything down here. We could start planning this area out, and I think I'll do that in between videos. What I'm probably going to do is add some shore houses, maybe add some more key stuff with the intention of eventually joining up over here. I could add a whole bunch of different kinds of traders, certainly. I'm probably going to add some more brickwork so we can continue putting out more logs, coal, stuff like that. Maybe put another forester down in this general area. Maybe a forester up here in this general area. Lots of space to be had, actually. Oh, look, we need to get the school going. Let's go ahead and get another teacher. More students in this tiny little school. And I guess we can go ahead and build out another house in this general vicinity. There's one here. I don't think we're going to expand out this way. So, we'll place another house. Is there different models? There are. They're just only slightly different. Roof and stuff. And we'll place another one right there. Okay, that sounds like a pretty good area to stop for this video. But yeah, we're going to try to expand out our industry to start working some metals, gather up a tin and stuff, gather up some canteens, gather up some water, and start producing cured leather so I can make fancier coats for reasons. How's the butcher doing, by the way? We are producing onions somehow, plenty of venison, some tallow. How much tallow does it take? Let's go ahead and start working this thing again. No, come on. There we go. Forget the freaking beeswax. In fact, yeah, let's just test this before we end this video. I want to see how much tallow it takes. Now, it may very well be that, once again, tallow is a bad conversion. You know, like it costs 7 tallow to make 1 candle, and candles are worth 8, tallow's worth 1, 7 to 8 terrible profit margins. I mean, maybe. But let's find out for sure before we judge it preemptively, yeah? Okay, we have 100 frickin' tallow. The person's disappeared inside of the building. We're gonna make a candle? Who's gonna make candles? Candles! She's just standing there, but I'm pretty sure she's making candles. I've made candles before. It's kind of fun. Come on! Build a frickin' candle! Does it take this long? I mean, yeah, it does take a while, but it's been months! Months, I tell you! Oh, good lord. Thank you. Alright, 30 tallow becomes 4 freaking candles. Yeah, okay. It's still a pretty crappy conversion rate, honestly. So we could make beeswax candles, we could make tallow candles, but no matter what you do, we're trading away food for tallow that's still pretty terrible as far as its conversion rate. It still might be better to make beeswax candles. Maybe. The only thing we haven't tried really is whale blubber. And how exactly we're going to find whales out here, I don't know, but we'll find out someday. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If so, then be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I, as always, will see you guys next time.